Someone wants me to review the games in between. You know what, Mr. Viewer? I'll do it for you. Like here, for example, right? Ezreal bases to go to Grubs. And Kai'Sa doesn't push the next bot wave, right? She just bases and bots the dead lane. And then she opens mid and fights Grubs to the death. Like Drake stacking is not a bad thing when enemy team has Rumble, Skarner, and Leona. I feel like these champs are quite OP against Rakan early. And Vi. I don't mind them trading Drake for Grubs here and getting a small bot lead by Kai'Sa pushing out bot. And Vi just crossing through mid to bot. And whoever goes bot gets dove, right? Just trade sides a bit. This game, this fight at least. And because I think if they're level 6 on Vi, and they're level 6 on Rakan, and level 6 on Kai'Sa, I guess the game's more playable. But when you can test Grubs and lose them, and then you... How did he get late to bot? They don't fight Grubs. Kai'Sa runs... wards Drake. Collects bot wave. Rakan bases. Ezreal Leona crash a wave. I mean, Yike is going to Raptors, right? Bro, what is this song? We pop in bottles? I think if they want to contest this Drake, Yike has to go now. After Wolves. I think if he goes to Raptors... And Skarner shows on Raptors. And walks in and clears their pink. And Vladdy needs to base TP. Like, this Drake is also gone now. Aurora TP spot. This was this point in the game loses Aurora's game. So this was a bit of an individual decision. I don't know why he's TPing here. Maybe he thinks it's like... Maybe, I mean, if it's old TP, it might work, but he can't TP on minions anyway, right? So this TP was just int. He dies. So this is like a horror state, right? Because Ezreal gets a plate, Kai'Sa loses a full wave, and Vladdy dies. So they just monster inted. Also, Yike is just... Where is Yike this game? He did Raptors, he knows that Skarner's on Drake. He like... walks mid when Vladdy's already low HP. Not much to do here. Kind of a dead lane. I think, to be honest, if you're playing Vi Rakan, your best bet in breaking bot push is like lane ganking with Vi. Or like making a lane play. Like here, Vi Rakan could maybe just come through lane. And if he knows Skarner's clearing top to bot, he can probably make a bot play first, right? But that only has to happen if enemy bot has push, then that's the way you can do it, right? You have one window to make a 3v2 bot engage on Vi 6. But if you wait and Skarner's bot side and you lose and you have no mid push, then I think there's nothing to do in bot. And top is just... Like, there's nothing to do top. Rumble will just ult a wave if he has to. Doesn't even matter if he dies. So where does the game break? Here again, like... The Skarner walk spot with Leona. They chunk enemy bot. Skarner walks to his Raptors and then he's gonna click Grubs. And when Skarner clicks Grubs, Leona runs mid with him. Make sure Victor gets mid push. And then Leona runs back bot with Victor hovering in fog. So now they have like a state where they can't dive bot KC because they don't know where Victor and Leona are. Or like they're hovering around bot.
In previous patch, but
and they can't like push them off. Ezreal loses a wave, they get Grubs.
He looked great, and he went bottom lane for their
I have 5 Grubs.
The Skarner ultimate on 2 under tower blows everything from
the early game is not optimal, but they're strong right now, KC. Like the game's not lost.
On arrival here, Kaiwing's gonna set
they keep looking for these picks in their jungle, but enemy jungle support is playing really well, I think.
Really beautiful, coordination from this team. Basically all game long, they looked a lot more coordinated than KC. In so many of these fights.
If you watch KC a lot of the time, what they like to do a lot with these champs is they like to just go through mid a lot. And target mid heavily. But this game, Victor has just been blowing waves and standing in fog. And enemy jungle support's always been on there, like matching them. So now Drake's spawning.
Really well. Yeah, pretty much perfect. I mean, there's not really.
And Kana's coming out of base.
Them, they played it very slowly. They waited until they had great fights that were set up by Jinjia. It was basically just.
I think Kalist is.
Wait for the Skarner to do.
I think if Kalist wants to ever join this fight,
the kit is still the same, right?
After he pushes bot now, and he runs here, I think he just has to send it. The second he runs back into his own jungle, and he's standing in this bush, I think if Kai'Sa came here, maybe they just had to start it. I don't know. It looks like they're not getting bot push.
They drafted perfectly, as you said, Kobe. On the side of KC,
It's weird, isn't it? You look at this, and Kai'Sa has bot push. Ambessa has top push, and Ambessa's running out of base. And Kai'Sa's hitting the tower.
Yeah, I mean, KC,
But what ends up happening is Ezreal and Leona click bot. Kai'Sa loses her bot push. Victor gets mid push for free in their face. And Ezreal pushes the next bot wave. So even though KC are in the river, they're losing pushing mid and bot. And when you lose pushing mid and bot, then someone can't connect or someone has to drop a wave. The dive overall was not bad by KC though.
From CFO. Now
I think that Skarner and Rumble just completely cooked them.
This is one of the examples of kind of the difference in coordination really paying off, where CFO, even though they lose the first member, then KC, they go for their re-engage and it's kind of split targets there. This is the one that really blew the game open though, and you see why we're highlighting, especially the two
dive
carries
top
that
2 for
CFO
2.
picked with the Victor and the Ezreal being so able to like receive engages from that
Herald
team.
fight was not bad for
There
KC.
was not scared at all. They immediately, you know, get their counter off, and then, you know, that one turned into
They still
Dragon,
lose
and
Herald,
the next
though.
one turns into Otacon, and all of a sudden, the game is poof.
There were just too many fights where KC got behind and their comp
Like
needs
stuff
to
like
be
this, you
able
know.
to assassinate a target, but if you're
It's a
trying to go
replay,
all
so
in
it's
on the
annoying.
super-fed Ezreal,
But
it's like,
this
well,
right
you're
now,
already too far
they know that
behind.
enemy team is on
This
Herald,
what you have to
and
do.
they're 3-man
It's
around
necessarily
mid.
fall on your face,
What they
but
have to do in this
can't really
state,
blame
if they
them for it
cannot
because
dive
that's
Rumble, is they
what
have
they
to
put
3-man
themselves
push
in.
and cross.
And
And
now,
match,
since they did
even though they're
use
losing Herald.
already the
But because
Victor
they
Ezreal
don't
was
do that,
fearless, now it's like,
and
oh,
Rakan puts
Vladdy,
wards
you know,
bot and
one of
Vi
those
runs
favorite, like,
bot,
blind pick champions,
I think they
whatever,
realize
play,
now
oh, it's
bot
not
is
gonna
not
be well
diveable.
for
Like
the rest
Rumble
of the
can just
entire
ult this
game.
wave,
Ezreal,
and there's no play.
is gonna be off the table as well.
whereas
So,
Aurora
yeah,
is
I think
easily
it's-
diveable.
It
So,
gets very difficult here for KC.
Rumble ults bot wave,
Copium though on my side, I
They
see
can't dive
some
bot.
improvements, I want to say, from yesterday.
and then
Maybe
Vladdy
in terms
can't
of
farm for the next 2 minutes, and
coordination,
Victor's getting a free
maybe in,
tower.
the way they were planning
Vi
for
still
their
bot,
setup,
Rakan bases to
especially around
cover.
objective, I felt like
But look
the
at this,
vision
like,
control
the
was
whole
more clean
map
than
is
what we saw
fucked.
yesterday from KC, but you have to go back to the drawing board, especially when it
Everything
comes
is
to
just
the draft.
fucked.
I'm
Now
actually gonna
Vladdy,
stand up
his
here
only
because
play right now is group mid
I
with
don't feel
Vi,
like
because
this is the
Vi is
type of
farming
combo
camps,
presentation.
and try and dive on someone. But like this play right here just fucked Aurora out of the game.
It's hard to
Aurora
execute,
was
so you
okay,
have a lot of recovery
and
options
now she's
with
cooked.
draft
Look at the
pick,
gold
so it
difference,
makes it
right?
easier to execute for them.
She's
Let's
90 gold
see
up,
what we will
whatever.
see.
Victor gets a top wave that she doesn't. I skip forward. She's down 400 gold. And she's lost her tower. And she's down almost a full level. So now Aurora's out the game because they can't dive Rumble. And now I feel like KC were in this mindset of we're on a timer. We're cooked. So he literally pushes one top wave and TPs early to Drake. I don't know what this play from KC was, because Aurora's TPing here, and like when you TP there, look at the map, you see that? There's a fucking ball flying over the head. Look at Victor's clicking. They know exactly what's going on. It's not like the old TP, right?
Do you feel like
I feel like Vladdy's TP usage is very... They see that, and now what is Victor gonna think? Well, I'm gonna click away, right? He just clicks to his tower, and now there's no play. Like,
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
they know they're getting TP'd on.
For now, we'll
So now
see
Aurora
if
is
they
TP'd.
to live another day
Top
in
wave's
this
dead.
series.
They've just lost double TP. Kana TP'd. Like,
Thank you very much, Law.
all of the
Thanks,
windows they're
guys.
going for, they're just losing waves, or they're on the wrong side.
Here I've got Vedius set up
I don't know.
already.
I'd have to watch it more.
Yeah, you don't need